Hello, welcome back, Ratropolis. Who the heck is this character? Oh, we're the general today. Every time I see the merchant, I go, "Who is this?" I don't know why. Everyone else, like, "Oh yeah, got a sword, general. He's got a little plan." Every time I see the merchant, I'm like, "Who? Who? How you doing today?" Let me move you in a little closer here. I got my microphone back because I was playing FTL last night. There we go. How you doing today? I'm doing good. Overslept a little bit. I mean, didn't really oversleep. I fell asleep super late. Oh no. So, 4 p.m. instead of 3 p.m. when I would be recording this usually. Not a big deal. Other than that, not much going on. 4 p.m. Woke up. I did do something today already though. If on my stream I have a option to spend your channel points, which are basically just a fake currency that you accrue by watching that Twitch put in. If you gather up 100,000 of them, which is a decent chunk. It's like probably like a few weeks to a month of watching, depending on how frequent the streamer streams. But if you gather up 100,000 of them, you can have me draw something for you. And someone had me draw the Silent from Slay the Spire T-posing over Mad Gremlin. And if you want to see that, it's in my Discord in the art channel alongside two other works of art, quote unquote art. The first one was the Twitch emote Haha Lean, and the second one was an axe being sharpened on a grindstone. And I'm not good at art. They're as I've called them crimes against art. They look very bad, but that's kind of the point, right? Like it's got a little charm. Although these drawing rewards that I've been doing, they make me kind of feel like, yo, maybe I should just like try to learn to draw. I'm gonna try taking Pike Rat here. I feel like the other thing I want to mention, right? Moving on from drawing, I want to mention that we've won 2 in a row. I'm gonna kind of keep track of my wins and losses here because you're gonna have to basically just trust me. You're gonna have to trust that I'm not trying to pull the wool over your eyes. I'm not playing any runs off the camera. You'll just have to. I just hope that you'll believe me. If you don't believe me, it's extremely fair. Don't trust anyone on the internet, but hopefully you will. But I'm gonna try and use what we've learned to put together a decent number of wins. And what I learned is that you probably want to leave the first shop with an answer in case you go up against spitters. Now, we're not against spitters, we're against fat boys, but I think Pike Rat does pretty well against these guys as well. Because he's gonna give my guards a little more time to get get the damage in, hopefully. 3 cheese, and then we go into a cheese-based economy. Ooh, baby. I almost want to take higher. I think that would be like I want to stick to things that work. But one of these runs, when I finally throw my streak away to my own ineptitude, I want to try taking higher and see how it goes. I want to see if it can get my win streak much higher. 4 minutes. All right, 4 minutes. You can go now. Don't worry, I got you. But nah, hopefully you're doing well. It's Wednesday today. I think I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday today. Tomorrow, which is when you'll be hearing this, is Thursday. Thursday morning. I almost recorded this episode today at like 6 in the morning because I was having trouble sleeping. And I was like, all right, fuck this. I'm gonna go record Ratropolis. But no, I did manage to fall asleep around like 6ish, which is about an hour later than I'd like to sleep. But you know, can't really be too picky. So far, what I'm noticing is I've not lost very many units with this setup. Do I want to? I almost want to try and add in a bunch of cards also because we are the general. I'm gonna refresh though. Watchtower, hell yeah. I think I will pick one of these up. It seems like a good idea to grab one of these bad boys. Watchtower's been doing good work for me. Now the downside is I would like to put Watchtower on the weaker side, but the weaker side is the right side, which is not expanded yet. So I'm going to put it on the left side, and then we're just going to pump out army. I think I want to put this here, by the way. I've been thinking about it. I think you want to put it one further, like I want to put it one step back so that it doesn't, this way it won't get clipped by a, down to 5 cards, or yeah, I'll go down to 5 cards here. This way it doesn't get clipped by a spit, but it also leaves me room for when I expand further. So once I expand past this, I still have 2 space here to work with. That's my thinking anyway. But no, we'll see what kind of a win streak I can put up here. I don't expect it to be ridiculously high or anything like that, mainly because I think that I have problems with, like, rotating through the characters, I think I have problems with specific characters. But we can give it a shot. It'll be fun. Shield Master. Ooh, you're gonna have to offer me something pretty good in here. Yeah, Shield Master. You get Shield Rat and you get fucking every 3rd hit, I think, instead of every 5th hit gets blocked, is how it works. Right? I've talked about this before, and I'm very shaky on how Shield Rat with his block actually works. The way it's worded, it says after every 4th hit it blocks the next hit, which makes me believe that basically every 5th hit gets blocked, and then this takes it down to every 3rd hit. That's how I read it. I may be wrong. I am uncertain. Yeah, it feels like having Pike Rat. Like, I have 36 population on the field right now. Forge doesn't seem terrible here. Right, we could also, we're gonna have what, 6, 7 cards. I can use this and theoretically do some silly infinite with it. Right, if I remove one more card, then we can do an infinite with Forge here. And until then, I get to play like upgraded grain and such. And we can, if I hold it in my hand, we can use it to see distant lands. No, that's not it. If I hold it in my hand, we can use it to theoretically upgrade buildings. Right, so like if I grab Graveyard Wall here, I should upgrade one of these 2. Right? Yeah, we get the wall upgrade, which is, you know, not the greatest, but still. It's still something. Losing Militia now is good. I want to remove one more card as soon as I can, but otherwise I'm going to take leader levels. And I feel like I should still play Grain. Let me double check this shop, by the way. Oh, this is a sale. This card, is there... I don't know. Every time I've taken it, I've been underwhelmed. And the rest of this was Militia, Guards, Land Tax. Of course. I don't think I'll be taking any of those. I got Grain and Guards from that again, huh? Weird. I think I will just train up and maybe hold these cards for a while. Put down a 614 Guards. Am I going to wait 30 seconds to play another Shield Rat, though? Nah. Oh, I should have held it because one of them will theoretically die here. And then I could, no, never mind. One of them was going to die, except one of the buff guards tanked it. I would have only had to wait like 15 seconds. It's still too long to wait. Altar's fun. I should take Militia, right? I should take Militia removal here. I should do it. Don't be greedy. See, these are the sort of decisions I'm going to have to make in order to actually put up a good showing. Now, if you have not seen me go very in depth on how this works, I will take you through it once more when I get it set up. But the cliff notes, if you don't want to hear the whole thing, is essentially Forge is very finicky with when it will draw itself. Unlike Steel, which will always draw itself, Forge does not draw itself if you do not. If basically. I'll just illustrate it here, right? Because you may be seeing this and you may be looking at this and going, well, you got one card in your draw, you play Forge, what the hell? Do I want to take extension here? What do I extend? I wish I could hide this and see what I have, right? I extend a syringe. I'll take extension because I think it's a little better. And is worthless. Musketeer is probably the pickup here. Or I upgrade Forge, but upgrading Forge lets me go without having to be like, oh, what the hell. And taking Musketeer does ruin this, but taking Musketeer also is just like the long-term game plan, right? All I have is, I don't actually have that many buildings. There's a merchant that shows up on this wave, I think. Yeah, I'll wait to see if he's got anything before I burn this extension. Right, so upgrading extension makes it not ephemeral, so I can actually take it easy and wait here. I need to remove something now, and I probably remove Pike Rat, by the way. Market, restaurant, and wall. Beehive also didn't seem terrible when I took it. I think I take these three. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna let Beehive have its chance as well. It's not worth it to train here. I want to train on units that are not very good. Like Musketeer already does a lot of damage, right? Giving him 3 more damage does not change much. So I wanna hold off on that. I want to mainly be training like guards and shield rat. I'm gonna remove Pike Rat now that we have the Musketeer. And we're just gonna sit here and wait. I need population, which we have population through the graveyards. We're in an okay spot here. We get money every time one of our militia dies off. Keep taking houses. Buying the beehive was greedy. It was me trying to take too many things. We're gonna upgrade restaurant here, or maybe I should upgrade the. I think I'll upgrade the restaurant because more than population right now, I need money. That's where we're really bottlenecked. Getting this graveyard upgraded would add me more. It would give me like probably. Let's see. We're probably gonna play this thing. I'm gonna estimate about 10 times, so it's probably worth like 10 population. I'm not sure. That's just rough numbers. Put that wall down. Right, so let me make sure this is how it works still, right? Oh no, Forge can occasionally draw itself. Oh, right, I think the way it works is Forge has to be, or there has to be something in the discard pile. I remember now. The way that it works is in order for Forge to draw 2 cards, there has to be something in the discard pile when you play it. So it drew me 2 cards there, but only because, like, so if I play Forge here, it'll draw me 2 cards as well because, you know, there's 2 cards to draw. This only will make sense if I only have 1 card in the draw pile and nothing in the discard pile. Otherwise, you're just going to sit here and you're going to look at me and go, what's this fucking idiot talking about? Who is this guy? Graveyard. Eventually, I'm going to play this beehive and I'm going to figure out if it's good or not. I'm going to put it on the right side, I think. Although the right side's pretty strong. This side's the side that's kind of weakened, considering it has no shields and like 5 guards. It's basically just being held down by this 1 musketeer. Not taking assault captain. 3, 6, 7. 7 cards after I play the beehive. So I should just upgrade. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade Forge and then we're gonna get this rolling. Although the problem is I actually don't think I make money with Forge upgraded. Pretty sure I still lose money. I'll not take Squire here. Because Forge is expensive. Market, you got something good for me here? Fruit. Ooh. Yeah, I need this. More like this Forge Infinite is a cool idea. And I know it will work eventually, but rushing up to it like this is going to cause me trouble because I'm not going to be able to sustain it. I'm going to have to sit here and wait for like my taxes. We're in a bad economy. Now, I believe Beehive just goes as far as it can and it just stops enemies for 8 seconds. And it's not just one enemy, it just stops every enemy that comes into contact with it for 8 seconds. Put on a Forge here. Right, so it's gonna earn me some money, but not a ton of money with the Forge right now. Put down our Musketeer. I think we're in a good spot, right? I just need to get this. I need a card removal from this wave to get rid of grain, because we have it replaced with fruit now, and then we're gonna start making money. I think. Beef up the left side. Do not neglect it. Oh yeah, we get a card remove here, because I'm so smart. I planned for this, of course. That's why I said we needed a card remove there, because I knew I was about to get a card remove, and I definitely did not forget about that card removal. Isn't that right? Yes. You got in here? Fruit plus. Not terrible. Don't forget, do not just put all of my units on the right side. Don't do it. Me. This is me talking to me. This is not commentary for you. This is commentary for me. Don't do it. Like, okay, so here's my example, right? There's 2 cards in the draw pile. There is nothing in the discard pile. I have Forge, which will draw me 3 cards. I play this Forge, and it does not draw itself. This is what I was eventually going to get to if I sat here and talked about it for long enough. Now, the way around this is you play a card first, and then Forge. Like, it gets locked into the animation, essentially. It has to draw again. That's how you do an infinite with Forge. There are other cards that do this as well. Oh, the bees actually just stop. Wait, this building might be very strong, and I've been sleeping on it. This is how assistance works as well. Now, the thing is, it just seems like I'm never going to draw it. I don't know if this is a coincidence or perhaps this is just how it works. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Musketeer is good to have as my damage plan for when this shit happens too, where the units just keep walking out. And it looks like I'm holding down on Pike Rat for a while. Pike Rat does very similar things to guards, in my opinion. They're basically the same unit. Upgrading feels like a bit of a waste. I'm going to take territory expansion. And we get a market, which has a monastery. Adding a card here that isn't essential messes up a little bit. Yeah, I was thinking about if I wanted to try and get this Forge to hit these buildings to upgrade them. Nah. Refresh this. I don't want anything, though. Like, I'm refreshing it just in case I see house or apartment. I don't want anything. There's a chance this draws itself, right? No, okay. It's in the way the animations play out, essentially. If you're wondering why this is like this, it's 100% the animations. I'm certain of that. A lot of learning about this game and becoming better at it is being able to fight with the animations and get them to work how you want them to. Right? The big one that I can point out is the way that you can lock cards from drawing by hovering a card. Right? So like if you want to play Steel, for example. Also, the Beehive hits every wave, doesn't it? The way you can like hover over your Steel and have it not draw until, or play Steel and then hover over a card, excuse me. Let me use my words properly while also playing cards. Like, it's a 50-50, right? So theoretically, I should draw these 2 cards together eventually. It's very strange that I have not. It makes me think that there's something about it, but I don't believe so, because I think I have had this work out. Yeah, okay. So now I have an infinite. And the thing is I have to be ready. As soon as I play a card, as soon as I start playing my cards, right, I have to be ready to go. There's no like, I'm gonna play this and then I'm gonna go here. Right, so this gives me 105. Do I make money from Potter and Forge? I don't think I do. Taking level ups. Tan is okay. Like, you can see the double graveyard and all of these houses has worked out to be 74 population here. And we're gonna... Oh yeah, playing these out of order I think messes it up too. Nah, it doesn't. Okay, that's emergency. There's a lot of different infinites in this game, and you have to remember a lot of different rules for them, which is why I often am uncertain. Right, because like emergency, if you play emergency after playing you play emergency first, like you can with other cards, right? So like I can play Forge first or Forge last here, right? I can play, or Forge first. I mean, I can play issue the draw, and then as long as I'm, oh no, never mind. That's right. You can't play Forge first. God, there's so many rules. I don't know anything. What do I want here? You know, I've been neglecting this rally because I have a Forge thing going on. Rally plus a level 6 hero power, though, would be a plan. I could just play this deck out as standard instead of doing an infinite. I don't think I will. I don't think I want any of this then. Labor Command is the only one that's kind of piquing my interest here. Lottery. I'm not going to take any of this. Now this boss, he could give me some trouble if his shield lives long enough. Looks like his shield did not live long enough though. But a lot of my damage does come through. I mean, it's sustained. Boss damage is from guards and pike right here. Wave damage is from the musketeers, basically. Musketeers in low numbers, they do good at picking off units, but not so much. I can wait here. We can take the flood. It's fine. Crusader. I have 2 ways to get Guardian if I want it here. The thing is, Crusader... I should not be doing this Forge bullshit, I feel like. At this point. I'm gonna commit, but I feel like it's time to move on. I'm committing, though, because I believe this is strong enough to win me the game. Fun fact, if you upgrade the Floods, they cost less. Okay, and there's a little did you know. Probably you did, but did you know? Maybe I should have taken Crusader. I can just remove a card, right? We're to the point where Pike Rat's not so much useful anymore. Let me forge here, please. Thank you. See, and now we're back to it. It's interesting because my economy, like I can't just spam shit. I have to wait for fruit to cash in. But it's still pretty good, right? Like I'm losing money over time here, right? 1545. Play all of these. I'm at 50. Oh, I'm gaining like 8 gold per time around here. I'll throw down a few musketeers. Right, the end game of this run is to just get a lot of musketeers out. You know, if I am doing win streaks, I am going to be a little more. Like I've said, I'm going to be a little more focused if I try out and see how well I can do with streaking. Which maybe I will. It's good to challenge myself, I guess, right? Change up my commentary as well from being just like, hey, here's what's on my mind, to, hey, here's my thoughts on how you want to play this game at peak efficiency, right? Which, yeah, you know. It's kind of up to you what you prefer. I'm fine with either, personally. Especially since there's not a whole lot to talk about these days, right? There's not really much going on. Like I don't got much to tell you. It's quarantine, dude. There's not much going on, as you I'm sure are aware. But I'll try to, you know, fill the downtime. There's not a whole lot to say on this run, right? I think I've illustrated Forge well enough. Basically, if you don't care how it works, all you need to know about Forge is you have to play it after another card. Forge, shit. I didn't think about this. I gotta wait now. Basically, Forge will. It has like a faster draw animation than other cards for some reason. Like most cards, like Steel, will discard themselves and then draw, but Forge draws and then discards. Is the basics of what you need to know. I'm thinking about if I want to take anything here. Basically, if I take the house, I will. How does this work? How does it work if you have 1 in the discard, 1 in the draw, and you play Forge? It does not draw itself. It worked how I expected, but I still had to find out. Mostly because I think it's worth it. Honestly. We're on the Forest Medic, you're not having a chance to shine here. Nah. None of this. I should remove something. I think it's fine to remove Pike Rat from this position. I have Pike Rat doing what he's going to do, which is slow the enemies down. Give our shields a little extra time to get their block on. I didn't realize this was a boss. Ooh, yeah. This is the downside of Pike Rat as well, in my opinion, is that sometimes enemies just hit past Shield Rat like that. I've talked about that before, but I don't think I've ever had a better example of sometimes enemies hit past your units. Like sometimes enemies just hit past your front line. I've never had a better example of that than 5 pike rats just getting smacked by that boss. That boss means it's the turtle, right? Well, I think what we learned in the last time we were on the forest was that no matter what, you can always fight the owl, so just be ready. Specialize. I mean, Specialize, as I've demonstrated many times, is probably the best card in this game. There's no reason for me to not take it, especially since I can upgrade it. Sure, I'll do this. I don't know why this one took me a second to figure out that this was a good thing to do. Banneret. Yeah. That's pretty good. Now with Forge and Specialize, it's a little interesting. I think this works, right? So if I play Specialize and then Forge, I can now Specialize and then I'm here, right? We're done. Specialize whatever I want. Yeah, okay. So I can go with Specialize at any time now. I'm just gonna... I just wanted to test it out to see if that is how it worked. Oh yeah, I can just hold this ephemeral Specialize forever, actually. Okay, cool. So I have, as soon as they offer me a house, or like basically offer me anything right now, and we're going to use it to good effect, right? I can fill out my walls with houses, I can play out as many units as I want. The only thing that I have to worry about is my money, right? Income's a little sparse here. But we have 10 musketeers, which are just doing great work here. Musketeer really does a good job on this map. And we only have 9 cards, perfect. Alright, may as well, right? I have the money for it. We can just, I have to play Specialize and then Specialize House. So Forge is maybe even a little better than Steel. I mean, you get here no matter what. You're able to do this with either of them, to be honest with you. So it doesn't make a difference, but Forge, I like Forge over Steel actually, because you get the cards upgraded. The downside is it's a little more effort to get working, but the upside is all of your cards are upgraded, which is a pretty reasonable upside, right? Like I'm just gonna put down 2 more houses. I think I have space. No, I do have 2 houses over there. Okay. And we're done, right? We're full population. Click these graveyards, because why not? Yeah, and there we go. We're 200 population. That was pretty easy. And then I fucked up my Forge literally the second after. That's incredible. All I had to do was do Specialize. Slums, nah, we got houses. Good, we're good. But I think with Specialize you can recover this no problem, right? Because I can just Forge, and then Forge will draw Forge. Perfect. Specialize have I ever told you that Specialize is maybe the greatest card in this game? Because let me tell you, Specialize might be the greatest card in this game. Enabled by Forge, right? I didn't have to wait for a upgrade to make this happen here. Just figuring out what the hell I want to do. Taking a moment here. We're gonna just play out Shield Rats and Musketeers here. This is gonna be my endgame army. A lot of Musketeers wins on this map. So let's do that. I should probably put some banner rats down. Right, because having, I'm gonna put a few banner rats down here. Just having like 1 or 2 to buff up these guards for when, just in case, right? Because the enemies were starting to stack on me here. Having a few banner rats is nice. I actually, I gotta tell you, after watching this run through and being here for this run, you know what I'm the most impressed by? This beehive. Like, this seems really good. As long as you hit this at the start of every wave, right? It seems solid. I'm pretty impressed. Yeah, I built up our cash. I lost a lot of money on that wave because of Musketeers taking damage, right? See, just press this, and then they do have a little travel time, but they get out there, and then these guys are just going to be stunned as soon as they step up. It's only 5 seconds, but that's still pretty good, if you ask me. God, I think the thing that made Musketeer better, I'm not 100% certain on this, but I believe Musketeer used to all shoot the same target. and they got a targeting change so that they wouldn't do that anymore. And now Musketeer is able to actually be played, crazily enough. All right, let's play it out here. Musketeer. I'm gonna play Potter with him for now. Or no, I'm gonna play out like 2 Bannerets. Right, but this is a good example of when Banneret really doesn't make that big of a difference. Right? For Banneret to be better than me playing Musketeer, I need to have if I'm just playing Banneret and Musketeer together, I should clarify. I don't need anything here. I was thinking like maybe take an upgraded building, but why? Banneret, to give me the same effectiveness as 1 Musketeer, has to hit like 20 or no, 31 units, 32 units. But there's another side of that, which is of course attack speed has to be taken into account, right? You get more effectiveness on guard than you do on Musketeer, right? But it's still an interesting thing to think about when you're in these positions of I can put down whatever army I want. What do you put down? The short answer is fuck, dude. I don't know. Like honestly, if you were to ask me what's the optimal unit composition in this game? No fucking clue. I like in terms of like optimized perfect performance, Banneret to shield. Oh fuck, we just specialize and it's fine. Banneret to guards ratio. What's the optimal one? After reading through the comment when I asked this question that was explaining the math of it, the answer I gotta tell you is fuck. which loosely translates to I have no idea and I don't think you can tell. Like it's hard because of a lot of things, namely it's hard because I don't know what type of damage output the enemies actually do. Or not the enemies. I don't know what type of DPS my guards do baseline versus like with a few Bannerets, right? And I would need to know that sort of number because damage numbers are good, but I need DPS numbers. Okay, this could be the owl because I'm pretty sure it can always be the owl. This map I would really like to have messenger for. Just so I don't have to sit here and go, is this the owl? Is this the Overwatch League? I don't know. We're gonna win regardless, right? If it's not the owl, we just step up and shoot this turtle. It's the owl. So yeah, on the forest, my best tip is just fucking step back. Oh wait, are they gonna not be able to target him though? No, my musketeers aren't targeting him, it looks like. Which is a problem. I could have probably done this with guards, right? But I probably could have just sat here with my guards. But yeah, the owl does targeting issues. He's for some reason when he lands, some units just refuse to target him. It's fine. It's fine. Don't you break that watchtower. He's been doing a great job. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I just wanted to see the kapow there. There we go. All right, there we go. That's 3 in a row, I believe, unless I lost at the start of one of the last episodes and I forgot. But I'm gonna say that's 3 in a row. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave me a like. Subscribe if you would like to see more. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.